My name is Flora Njura Kanywa, the principal, Karumo Technical Training Institute, which is situated at Adwana Ward, Tigania West Sub-County, 23 kilometers from Meru town. On your way to Maua Highway, then you branch 3 kilometers to our place of studies. The institution began in the year 2016, September, and it started with less than 50 students then, but we thank God it has grown to great heights, because currently we are proud of a population of 6,897 students who are pursuing diploma courses, craft, and a few courses in the artisan level. The school is known for good performance. You remember in the financial year 2022-2023, we emerged position 1 in performance contracting, whereby we had set targets at the beginning of that year and we were able to achieve them all. That's why we emerged position 1 out of over 200 TVET institutions. We have also gotten recognition as we produced the best CASNEP student in East Africa in the year 2023. And all this we attributed to the hard work amongst our staff and trainees, the discipline in our institution, and also the location is very friendly. It has conducive learning environment where we realize our institution is in the village. That means the students are able to concentrate. There are minimal obstructions, because for a student to get to Meru town from here, it will cost him 300 shillings, which is a bit high for one to afford. Hence, they are now forced to remain in the school, and that way they undertake their revision. That's why we have good performances. Still, part of the achievement is on the performance in the NEC exams and CBET. In the financial year 2024, July series NEC examination, we were able to record a mini score of 84.9%, and we had presented quite a big number of candidature. That means all the students we presented for NEC exams that time, we got quite a number scoring credit, distinctions, and very few passes. So we are proud of our achievement as an institution.
And generally, the institution is growing well because there is a strong administration in the place, and there is a lot of unity when it comes to undertaking in terms of academic side and in terms of other issues pertaining to the institution.
Our students are very creative. They are also able to offer solutions in according to the skills that they are getting from our trainers. And our trainers are very experienced, as well as the trainees are very active in their work. So the skill that we impact on them, they are actually market-oriented, industry-oriented. So in one way or the other, we are able to meet the requirements for our country.
From the academic programs, we began with just 2 programs, Diploma in Civil Engineering and a Diploma in Building Technology. These 2 courses laid groundwork for what will become a thriving academic institution. And as we stand today, we have expanded to 88 programs as January 2025. And this journey does not end here. Our future endeavor, we are planning to expand these programs to over 100 of them. And in these courses, in these programs, we shall ensure that they align with job market demands, and they also promote self-reliance among our graduates.
As an institution, being a government one, we are guided by some core values, and one of it is professionalism. As we undertake our learning, we ensure the professionalism is highly practiced, such that if we get a student who is copying exams, we suspend this student for 2 weeks, then they come with a parent, we change those exams. That's part of professionalism as well as integrity, because for the integrity part, we don't want the student to cheat in exams. For the professionalism, an exam should be conducted in a professional way. Then we also have teamwork as a core value, where at Karumo we embrace teamwork. We know every employee is important, from the person who cleans the ground to the top management. We cannot work without any of them. We also value our students, because without them, then we will not be able to undertake our learning. So for the teamwork, for example, if it's a trainer, he knows what is expected of him, a HOD, what is expected of him, so we work as a team to achieve a certain goals. Then another value is on innovation. We encourage our students to be innovative as well as our trainers, and that is why we facilitate trainers to attend workshops on matters research. We also participate in TVET fairs, where we show our innovativeness and our creativity. As our motto in Karumo is where creativity and innovation deliver solution. So this is, we participate in the workshops in TVET fairs to give our innovation, our innovativeness. And we have also taken our students for nationals. Once they do good in the regionals, then they perform, they get position ones. We have seen them go as high as national to represent our institution. We are also customer focused. For example, when a parent or a student come in an office, we are supposed to serve this person within a minimum time limit. We have given ourselves that as a way of ensuring the service delivery is well done. When a student or a parent, any stakeholder who has an issue with us, we are able to handle it very fast, because we know without them, again, the institution cannot survive. And we have unity of diversity. As an institution, it is not only the people from this region who are at Karumo, but we have people from all over the country, starting with our trainers, our trainees. So the institution have Kenya face, such that every tribe is represented at Karumo, regardless of whether one is a student or a trainee. And all these people have been able to coexist with one another without much problems being experienced.
in the dual training, we have the student staying here for 1 term, and then the following term they go to the industry. So it is the responsibility of the institution through the office of the ILO to have the collaboration so that we can be able to be having a place to be taking our student. We have a number of partners both within Meru and outside Meru who we work with very closely, so that when you have an attachment, when we want to take our student for attachment, we just place them there, and then we get the feedback on how they are progressing with their work. It is also a requirement in the dual training. It's a requirement also in the for those who are doing the next exam. You must go at least once for the attachment during your course that you will be taking here in Karumo. Those that are doing diploma, they take 3 years. Those that are doing the certificate, they take 2 years.
So for all the students going out for attachment, for industrial training, we ensure that they are insured. We procure insurance covers for them, personal accident covers for the students, to ensure that they have some cover because these courses are technical, and at times they may, God forbid, they may get into accidents, so that at least they have a peace of mind and know that there's some money to cater for them through the insurance covers. The students go for the second block, which we call the industry block. They go to the industry for a given period. So, for instance, if a student is undertaking masonry level 4, they begin with 1 term at the institute. That is the institute block. Then they go the next term to the industry, and then come back to the institute and complete their studies. This gives them a 50-50 balance of the industry and institution experience, whereby they learn real-time skills at the industry block. Well, it is better compared to the prior method, whereby we are training the trainees until they complete their course, or until at a point where they go for attachment. This one gives them a better edge and confidence because they are in between the course. They do it 50-50. They learn in the industry. Some things they find there might not be what usually happens in the institute. So they are exposed to both aspects, the real life and the institute, the training aspect at the institute. So this one is the new model that we are undertaking in some courses, and we have around 4 courses right now that we are doing, that have adopted, that we have dualized. That is masonry level 4, a building artisan level 4. We have electrical installation level 4. We have catering and accommodation level 5, and plumbing installation level 5. All these are dual courses. We are doing dual TVET, and we hope the students will be more exposed to the industry as compared to the existing model of training.
So for the curriculum, we are preparing ourselves for the CBC students. So now we are phasing out the old curricula. And in relation to that, we have taken our teachers for retooling or retraining so that they are able now to undertake the new curricula with ease. We have also sensitized our students on the changes they expect to meet as they undertake their training, because the group we took in September 2023, it is now undertaking the new curricula, and for any change, there is usually resistance. So to avoid the resistance, we were able to sensitize our students. And before we undertook the new curricula, we were able to take our trainers for training, for we called the facilitators in the institution, and they were trained on how to handle the new curricula. And with that, now people are able to adjust to the new ways of handling their learning. And we have already presented students for the first exams, and out of the results we are getting, the performance is equally good, and we plan to do more and more of these trainings to ensure the students and the trainers understand what is expected of them.
Karumo, being a technical training institute, has been able to produce a very good students who have outside the institution have been able to achieve very many areas of very key jobs in their study. For example, a department like building and civil engineering has brought very many students doing very well outside, and those students have been coming here to mentor others and to give others more motivation of the achievement that they have made. There are students also who we trained from here. They went out to pursue their education and in teaching. We have them here. They are on attachment, and that one serves as a motivation to the students who are still in the institution.
We have achieved also on the side of development of student council. We have the student centers, mahali ambapo our comrades, they are getting a fund and other facilities kwa bei rahisi, and they are happy for that. And we are planning to add more, which will help them.
Our school being located at a place where people need to interact well and live with peace and harmony, we are ensuring our community, they are the one I want. It's the people from this place interact with us well, all because they serve us even to the parts where we need our basic things, that is food, and also these of our greens. We always get them from these of our people who live in this region, and also ensuring that they offer the employment opportunities in these of our institution to ensure that they also keep an eye to the students around there outside and maintaining peace and protecting our students, all because this is where their daily bread always come from. There is good communication between the Dean's office and also the students, and also making sure we're looking forward to the needy students to ensure their well-being in where they always live. There is a full support of even water and even the security for their lives.
Security within the institution, we have a scheduled time restriction. That is a time we are supposed to be within the institution, maybe learning or doing other personal essentials concerning studies. And there is a time that a student has to be settled to where he or she has rented, because we have not been able to have hostels within the institution. So, and outside the institution, that is around the institution, the management do coordinate with the landlords so that safety and the well-being of the student is highly upheld.
Yeah, we have success stories. For example, we have one of our trainer who is very good. He's in building and civil, and he was among the first trainees who joined Karumo Tti in that September 2016. And we intentionally gave him the job because he's now a role model to our students. We have also had people working with the Kenya Power who are our students, and we are getting very positive reports that they are performing well. Last year, we had a mini score of 84.9 in the NEC. The CDAC exams, which we presented our students, we had 79%. And we also have a target to continue with that big performance. And one way we ensure our trainers are motivated, once in every year, we undertake recognition of those who have performed well and award certificates. And that has really given psych to our trainers, because everyone wants to get the recognition. Then the other thing, once the results are out, we ensure we display them so that people can see how are we faring in the departments.
The major part is that we are in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, which include affordable housing and also supply for clean water and climate action, and also the smart cities. We participate in competitions which are sponsored by KATI, which is our governing body in technical institutions. We recently participated in a debate conference in Nairobi, and we were awarded the most impactful presentation award in the country. We also participate in general research. We do research around us and the projects which can benefit this area being an arid one. We are working on a proposal which is water, livestock and market gardening, which will assist this. You can see this area is arid, and our proposal, we are looking for fundings which will assist at least the community around us. We are also aware of the on incoming technologies, which include the big data and the artificial intelligence, which is also coupled with the machine learning, which will change the way the things work and the way we work here in the institution. We have committee members who are the research committee members, and every time we work together, we come up with a project. We have a robotic team. We have a robot, Jungle Boy, which we present for competitions. And last time we were at number 3 in the Mount Kenya East region. We presented to nationals and we got number 8. Unless there were some challenges, but finally we got number 8. We are working on the robot, which will be presented for the next competition.
So the Jitume lab that was launched by the president is not only to assist the student, but also the community within Karumo, whereby the community can come and also learn, have the skills to do online jobs, to be able to do the research. And also the students can be able to come and use the Jitume lab to enhance their skills in their courses.
Our courses are market tailored in that our trainees are exposed to the real world challenges and the experience they are going to get in the market, and we have up-to-date and state-of-the-art equipment, a very well-equipped workshop, a computer lab for the department. Now this equipment exposes our trainees to the kind of labor which they are going to experience in the industry. So now this prepares our trainees, and they are not going to be exposed to the normal challenges of a gap between the training needs and the industry needs. So our trainees are exposed to practicals through their studies, and we are also exposed to computer literacy skills, that is in form of digital skills. Now the digital skills are going now to come handy when the trainees are trying now to digitalize their businesses. Our trainees are also exposed to entrepreneurial skills. Now the entrepreneurial skills are going to help our trainees in commercializing the ideas they have. And now when you combine the entrepreneurial skills together with digital skills plus the practical skills they are going to have in the workshop, now you find that our trainee is an all-rounded trainee who can cope well with the market demands. So we welcome all the potential trainees, those who want to pursue the building and civil engineering courses, to come and study with us. We are among the best rated institutes in Kenya, so you won't be gambling with your future while you come to train with us.
In this department, we have a total population of trainers, 19 trainers of us, 18 trainers and 1 technician. Currently we are having a workshop which deals with those installations, and also we have a workshop that deals with those installations. And for electronics programs that we offer, we are also planning to have a laboratory for our programs which are electronics, because currently we don't have a laboratory, but we are planning to have one in future. So that will be subjecting our trainees to electronics programs in future. The advantages of doing electrical engineering is so many, because apart from looking for white-collar jobs, people can create their own employments. People can create their own companies, and they start acquiring tenders from the government and from the county governments. We also encourage students to start their own businesses. Maybe somebody can even start a workshop somewhere, and they start repairing motors, start repairing TVs, start repairing radios, and also rewarding some motors for the companies that we have around, because in the area, the area where we are located, we are near to the places where the tea is very much grown, and we have tea factories in those areas, and they use a lot of motors. So those motors sometimes they run down and they require repairments. They require to be repaired, and those repairments can be done by our students because we expose them on those areas.
I also want to encourage the girl child. The misconception about building and civil is that it is only taken by the boy child. So our courses, even now our enrollment, we have female trainees. So we want to encourage the girl child to take up the challenge and come and challenge the boy child in the technical courses.
Behind me, you can see we have some fish pods, and these fish pods are fully stocked with 2 species. That is mudfish and tilapia. So more so we use these pods or the fish that we produce here to train the student and also to sell. We sell to the students, staffs, and in the community also. So they are used, but basically they are used for practicals. We know in Karumo we produce hands-on trainees. So we have equipped trainers who trains hands-on students to have hands-on information. So now, here this is where they come for practical of aquaculture farming. So we have 4 pods, each stocked around 500, more than 500 pieces of the tilapia and the mudfish. The importance of this pod is that, like I initially said, 1, you get the information, then you do it practically. So you see, like we have these big pods and we have small ones here. So even the students, they do their demonstration on the small pods as we do there. So what they learn here, they practice here. So this means they have the practical and theoretical knowledge which they go to practice in their community. And also, the information that they get, they go and train other farmers in the community. Now, this is a dragon fruit farming. As you can see, we have quite a number of stems, but now the flowers are the crop is now has not yet flowered. We are at off season of the dragon fruit, but now dragon fruit has a continuous production. As you can see, some of them has started flowering. So this one is a dragon fruit. So dragon fruit crop has 3 variety. There is a white variety, yellow variety, and pinkish. So in our farm, in Karumo Institute Farm, we have the pinkish one, and also we have started budding the white one. So even this farm, we now bring our students here to train them on this production of these fruits. So as you can see, these are the prunings which has been occurring to this dragon fruit. We just do some pruning on them. So this one you can see on the ground here, these are the prunes. So these prunes, we use them to raise nursery and then produce seedlings for selling, and also to increase the number of stems for the dragon. The community is embracing the technology since that okay, this one is one of the dry area, I just call it dry area farming technology. So now this kind of innovation, you find the community they are embracing, because dragon fruit, it is a unique fruit, but for a dragon fruit, it is a medicinal fruit. So now this is avocado as a variety. As you can see, we are at the peak of the season, and these trees you can see here are grafted. So what we train our trainee for, one is for grafting, another one is another thing is the grafting. We just get the zion from our trees here and then train them using the locally available root stock. So the benefit of this one, you can sell you see, this tree has produced a lot. So now we train them on how to make them produce and then maintain the production till it will at least a certain percentage the way it will enter in the market. Mostly we sell into the exporters. They come into a farm to buy. So what the skills that the trainee gets here, it's doing the marketing of their produce. So and also exposing to them to the people who can employ them. So if exporters come here to buy, we just do the sorting, grading, harvesting, all those post-harvesting activities, while exposing the trainees to various activities so that they can learn.
I've seen Karumo grow over the time. I kept on believing that one day the institution will grow and we will also benefit as individuals and as the institution. And currently we are standing at a population of more than 6,000, so I am glad. Starting from the zero record that is in Karumo concerning finance department, it has passed through my hands. Those are the times when we used to have a budget of less than a million in a year, and currently we are running budget of almost $500 million in a year. So it is a growth that we've really grown. And what has really caused this, it is because of the consistency. We have been consistent. We have been applying our values like accountability. I am being in charge of the finance department. I've ensured that the finances of the institution are prudently utilized. Because we are guided by a budget, every year we prepare an annual budgets that are approved by the board, and then they are implemented. And a budget being a control tool, we ensure that we don't spend outside the budget. It also puts us on our toes to ensure that we are able to raise the funds to be able to handle the expenses that we budget for. because there is a component of the expenditure where every department is tasked to ensure that they provide the expenditures for the year. And now there is this the income. How do we finance this budget? So as a finance officer, you have to be very keen to ensure that you are financing or you are able to fund the budget, and you're also able to ensure that there are measures in place to ensure that you don't incur expenses or costs that were not originally budgeted for. Okay, our institution has been able to grow because we were the first institution to encourage the students to come to school, and we consider and we know that students come from different backgrounds. So we, from this office, we have never sent students away for school fees, and we really accommodative onto them. But we have now a desk where we help them to apply for the help loans to fund their studies. We also ensure that we help them to be able to benefit from the capitation. We also help them in getting outsourcing for the bursaries, CDF bursaries and county bursaries and other sources of bursaries. And our students have been able to stay in the institution learning smoothly without interruptions. And once, maybe when they are completed now the studies, we allow them to go outside and work and get money and now come and clear the school fees.
We know the institute is growing, and as at the moment we have 168 employees, total number of employees. We are managing, although we know as the institute continues to grow, still the number of staff will continue to increase. Everybody knows their role and responsibilities, so there is we cannot say that we have at excess, because we are also guided by the documentations like the career progression, like the skills gap. We consider the skills gap. What do we have as at now? What do we need now? What will we need tomorrow? As the institute continues to grow, which positions are supposed to be filled and who is supposed to fill those positions?
We work closely with the National Gender and Equality Commission, and also the State Department for Gender. So the gender activities that we undertake in our institution, we normally send quarterly reports, and currently we are sending biannual reports indicating the initiatives that we are undertaking. And at the end of the financial year, the institutions that do that, they are given a recognition, and this certificate is a testament that Karumo Technical Training Institute complied, and that is why we were given the certificate of recognition.
Last year, we started a project. Administration block and a tuition block. That is, when it is going to be complete, it's going to be a 7-storied building that will accommodate around 36 classes and offices. So I believe that when that project is complete, then most of the problems, most of the issues of the rooms will be sorted out. Now, the first phase of that building that is under construction is the ground floor and the first floor that is expected to be completed by June this year.
Yeah, we have a lot of successful stories over this, because you can imagine an institute that has no checks and balances. So a student will come in and go out anytime. But when we have those forms that it says you have signed when you have attended the class, when we have those forms, that where a trainer is supposed to sign that you have attended that class, then that one has reduced absenteeism in a very big way. In fact, there is another time I was talking to some students and they were telling me the absenteeism is almost zero to the trainers, meaning that the lessons are being attended the way they are supposed to be, and that's a success story because we are supposed to teach when we come here.
We have so many ways to handle any challenge, any issue in this institution. So our students, they are not supposed to fear. Let them come to us. If we cannot be able to handle, we can refer them to different experts. In this office, when you come as an individual, we ensure there is 100% confidentiality. It will always remain, whatever we are going to discuss, it is going to remain here. We ensure that no one gets that one outside. At the end of the day, our clients, the students and the staff, once they come in, they go out very, very happy. I think that one is an achievement, and that is our intention in this institution.
The Karumo fraternity, in the next 5 years, we wish to improve our sporting activities to a higher level. We will have our stadium, which I hope in the next 5 years we shall have achieved it, with a very improved dais and tracking events, all activities featuring in that stadium. This will help the student in preparing for national and international activities within Karumo fraternity.
We have been competing for the regionals and also for the nationals. 2023, we were able to scoop 6 position ones, and we have a number of trophies. For the music, we have been participating in nationals because music, they don't have regionals. We have direct entry for the nationals, and we have been able to scoop position ones for various classes, that is back in 2022 and 2019. Every year we have a theme that is given by the Ministry of Education, and with the theme, we break it down to the trending issues in the country or even in the world. Then after that, we do the auditions, given the items that we are supposed to participate in. We have different genres that we focus on. So after that, now we do the auditions. The auditions are done by quite a number of trainers, and we check on the confidence, that is number one, and how you perform the item when you're given a chance to present yourself on the stage.
Karumo offers the best quality education in the hospitality department in all the sections that I've seen earlier. We do much of the practicals. We have trainers who are very much ready to assist our students, who are friendly to the student, and according to the results for the past 5 years since we started the course, we have been the best department. We have produced the best student who feature well in the job market. And if you go outside to the hotels and the industries where we have taken our students, they can confirm to you that our students are very much well disciplined and they are the best.
and whatever we have today is a service practical that prepares students for the outside world, the event world, whereby today's question we are tackling about an English wedding reception. That's why we have our bride and our bridegroom and their couples. Also, where we set our table, we have a centerpiece where there's something like a cake. Yeah, we are bringing that English wedding into reality. When we have such practicals, the school provides for us with materials and the equipment, where we just have to bring the wedding into reality. We feel like this school has given us a lot of support, and we would be ready for the outside world. This one really prepares somebody to be very active when they go outside. They are in a position to go interpret different kind of things. You know, in the job market, for example, in a restaurant where you are supposed, maybe like you are holding a meeting or a wedding ceremony, you get to prepare a room whereby you decorate the room for the people who are holding the wedding. And so when we do it here, it prepares us in the future, whereby maybe you get to meet the different kinds of ceremonies you are supposed to prepare outside. So with the experience from here, we are able to perform the task.
Even in the hospitality industry, we have quite a number who are in very big institutions. And as we speak now, the hotel industries, they are waiting for our students to complete school because they want to consume them now that they have been able to give them attachment. And once they gauge them, they are seeing the professionalism in our students, the way they are well competent in that area. And as we speak now, there is a class which is completing this term, and they are being weighted like hotcake. So you can see we really have success stories which we may not exhaust.
Last year, Part 1, we started a project in building student sheds, Sunday sheds, and we were able to complete that project very nicely, and the students now can get a comfortable place to do their Sundays. That is one area that I can say in the office we have been able to achieve. Last year also, we were able to build a student center where the student can get the facilities that they require for their daily needs.
Mimi ni mfanyi wa biashara hapa Karumo. Hii ni biashara yangu inaitwa Freight Road Cave, na nimekuwa nikiendelea vizuri sababu ya wanafunzi. Wamekuwa wamenishikilia kutoka wakati nilianzia. Nimekuwa na biashara imeendelea vizuri. Tulianza wakiwa wachache na sasa hivi wako wengi, na tunaomba tunaweza ongezewa wakuwe wengi zaidi ili tuweze kuinuka kabisa kwa mabiashara zetu. Tunashukuru serikali kabisa, wamekuwa wametusaidia kwa hii mradi ya wanafunzi na kutuletea wageni kutoka sehemu mbalimbali za nchi. Tumekuwa kuwa na watu wageni na wanatufunza mambo mengi na biashara inaendelea vizuri.
Pahali popote tunaelewa kwamba katika biashara yoyote lazima kupatikane na mteja. Na wateja wetu hapa Karumo, mimi ningependa kukuambia wewe ambao unanitazama, ni wanafunzi. Wanafunzi ndio ambao wameshikilia biashara, wameshikilia misingi yote hapa. Kwa mfano, mimi nafanya kazi hapa hivi, ukiangalia kazi ya cyber. Kusema ukweli tu, bila wanafunzi, tuseme mimi Mohan nitapigia nani photocopy? Haya, yule ambaye seremala yuko pale nje anatengeneza vitu za mbao, atatengenezea nani? Wanafunzi hapa hivi wa Karumo wamechochea sana. Na ukiangalia hata wanafunzi wakati ambapo wako hapa shuleni hapa, unapata kwamba hata vile usalama inakuwa iko sawa.
Biashara iko sawa kabisa, sababu wanafunzi wakifika hapa, wakati walifika hapa, ndio hapa kulikuwa kunainuka kiwango kikubwa sana. Kaanza kujenga hii manyumba na hii ingine sababu ya wanafunzi. Kwa hivyo wanafunzi wananiweka kiwango ya juu sana hapa. Kwa hivyo ungetaka wengi waletwe kutoka huko mahali wanaletwa wakuye hapa.
Nafanya kazi ya biashara hapa ya kuuza mali. Mali ni kama hivi nyondo, mishumeno na vitu vile mingine vya chuma na plastic. Na kazi hiyo imenisaidia sana hata kusomesha watoto wangu. Na kwanza kabisa nichukue nafasi hii ya kushukuru serikali kuu ya kitaifa kutuletea shule yetu ya Karumo hapa. Na ya pili nishukuru mwalimu mkuu wa shule yetu ya Karumo kwa ajili ya administration mzuri ile ametufanyia kwa hii shule yetu. Wanafunzi wametusaidia sana kwa kile wamepewa na wazazi wao, na ile help wanapewa na serikali, na ile kusa anapewa na tusaidia naye ya kununua vitu na kutusaidia kununua vile tunaleta hapa. Ya tatu niseme ni asante sana kwa ajili ya wakaaji wa hapa. Wamesaidia hao wanafunzi sana kwa ajili ya kukaa, kusoma mzuri, kuwapatia rental nyumba za kulala na vitu vile mingine vinatakikana kwa mtu kwa ajili ya kusurvive. Nichukue nafasi nyingine ya tatu kushukuru hata walimu hapa. Wamefundisha watoto hapa wa Karumo mpaka wanakuwa hata number 1 kwa Kenya mzima, wanakuwa number 1 kwa hata East Africa. Nashukuru walimu kwa ajili ya kazi mzuri wanayofanyia watoto wetu wa shule hii.
I told you the population is 6,800. Our school being a day school, then it means all these are accommodated outside. That means the landlords who have given accommodation to our students have had their lifestyles transformed. Then the same students, they purchase the food within the locality, and we have seen the institution transforming the whole village from poverty to something which is admirable. On the position I acquired influential, at times I do things silently, and I didn't expect it is noticed. But as if I look backwards, I can be able to testify that there are quite a number of things I've done, and I thank God for the recognition.
We expect Karumo to be a national polytechnic, and the way we have set it, in the next 5 years, we will be at a higher level, especially in terms of performance, in terms of infrastructure and all that.
What we normally do, and all the time, anytime that we get an opportunity to go out, we just to go out and meet those students. We just tell them that you only need to be in school, because it is a kind of a free thing to be here in Karumo, because you come here, we absolve you, we admit you, then we assist you to fill the help form, and then we put you in the system so that you can benefit from the capitation. The area MP is very much willing to assist the student, especially from Karumo. So everybody, I've talked about the good relationship between us and the leaders, other leaders. Whoever comes here, we are sure that is going to get the bursary from the area MP.
At this point, I want to appreciate the government. They have really supported us in one way or another because our students are benefiting from capitation. They are getting help. We also get bursaries from our Mheshimiwa. I also take this chance to thank him. And even the governor, we have had students benefiting from the governor's fund. And once this is done, then we realize the burden of the parent is eased and the students are able to learn smoothly without much problems. And once they come to our institution, we assist them to apply for help and capitation so that they can get into the system, the government system, that will be factored as they give out these benefits.